Hello, my name is James. I'm bringing you a sneak preview for the large-scale Deep Space Nine control panel for Star Trek Attack Wing Tactical Command Expansion, my homemade expansion project that I've been working on. This is what it looks like when it's not set up. Extended shield bar, extended hull integrity, took out the engines, decreased its action panel. But I did add a docking ring, and I'll explain all this in a second. Then take a look at the back. Unofficial, because duh, it's unofficial. Bajoran, Federation. Alright. Alright, so this is what it looks like when it's set up. Everything is almost the same. I forgot to put the target lock indicator in the center here, but I'll just use a penny for that. Standard is with the game. Standard attack is with the game. 5, no evade, 8 shield, and 8 hull. Your phaser array, I designated the arcs as being the inner ring, which means that if you were playing in my game, you'd be playing it using the inner ring as your starting point, which does bring it to range 2 from the edge of your station. So you have 360 degree with your phaser arcs. The photon torpedoes is a photon turrets, damage 5, range 2 to 3, and I segregated that to the outer ring, being these 45 degree firing arcs. If you score at least 1 hit, add 1 critical hit. So you're guaranteed 1 critical hit every time that you fire these things. Its special ability is if the station was not attacked the last round, you may repair 1 hull point. 75 point station. A unique aspect that I've added to it is the docking ring. I have not canonized a set of rules yet, we're just playing around with it, but so far, if you were to move, when it's the ship's turn to move, if it is within range 1 of the station, it can use its action to dock with the station. At that point, you would lower the shields of the actual ship. The ship would be protected by the station shields. Now, at the point at which you lower the shields of the ship and dock it, you would place, in this case the Defiant's power selector switch on one of these 3 docking ports, depending on which action you want to use. Repair and rearm is like if you were to want to get more, if you had a ship that had antimatter mines and you wanted to reload your antimatter mines or something mission specific, you would use that. It would also allow you to repair the hull when it's that ship's turn to move. As it's not moving, it gets an action, so you can add repair hull or fully repair a system on the Defiant as an action for the Defiant's turn while it's docked. If you dock into action and attack button bar, right here, you would actually be deferring your action or attack to the station, being that the station at the Defiant's turn would get 1 free action or 1 free attack. So that's a way to reinforce your station. Now, you've noticed the numbers up here as contrast with the starship panels 1, 2, and 3. It would normally go to 4. Those being the first 4 digits of your action dice for when you roll a critical hit. Now this goes to 3, but the 4 is the docking ring. When the docking ring receives a hit from a critical hit to the hull, then you would just simply place a power disruption token in there. That just means it's damaged. When the docking ring is damaged, you can't perform the special ability of that docking ring. Since no power is actually added to it, the power disruption rules don't normally apply. Now, if the docking ring is ever fully disabled, that will disable your ability to dock and undock your ship. That's bad. if you do have to undock your ship while the ship is attached to your station, you will have to roll a red dice against your ship or the station. You get to choose. That isn't standardized yet. I haven't played around with that, as my docking ring's not yet been disabled. To undock from the station, whether or not you actually perform this maneuver or not, to undock you use a reverse 1. So even if that's not on your menu, that's just the action of undocking. It involves making a -1 maneuver so that you can fly off or do whatever. The undock maneuver is the ship's turn, not the station's turn. So that's what I've got so far. If you have any ideas on how to further expand upon the station, leave them in the comments bar. Thank you for watching.